Myself Preeti Dhankad, Assistant Professor in DAV Girls College, Kosli. Today we are going to discuss about 4 types of embroideries: Kantha, Chikankari, Fulkari and Chamba embroidery. Now first we are going to discuss about Kantha. Kantha is the traditional embroidery of Dhaka at present, which is in Bangladesh. It is very famous among eastern region of India, especially West Bengal. Earlier, women used to take layers of clothes and stitch them with the help of running stitch to make quilts. And this was also a mean to recycle the old clothes and to make the new ones. Traditionally, this embroidery was used to make saris, quilts, dhotis, but nowadays it is also used for pillow covers, quilts, dupattas, suits, shawls, etc. Now in this slide we are going to discuss about stitches used in Kantha, and the main stitches are running stitch, stem stitch. Stem stitch is generally used for outlining, then darning stitch, satin stitch, and sometimes loop stitch is also used in Kantha work. Running stitch is used to fill up the inner gap. Now motif used. In floral motifs, lotus was used at the center and the different floral bales are used for ornamenting the borders. Among other patterns, kalka, which is also known as shank design, that was also very famous. And the other motifs are birds, animals, fishes, sceneries, etc. Colors used. The fabric used for Kantha was generally white in color, and the threads were green, yellow, red, black, blue, and also white. Generally, the work was done from white threads and on white fabric. Now here we will discuss about types of Kantha work. First one is lap Kantha. Earlier, layers of ragged fabrics, they were used to make quilts. You can say best out of waste at the time. Now second one is Sujni Kantha. Such type of Kantha work is used to make bed covers. Then Baton Kantha. This work is used to make books and other precious things covers. Inor Kantha, pillow covers, cushion covers, they were prepared. In Arsilata Kantha, mirror covers were made, and in Durjani Kantha, it was used to make wallets. Rumal Kantha, as the name indicates, this work was used to make handkerchief and plate covers, headset with lotus motif at the center position. Now here you can see various types of illustrations of Kantha work. You can see a running thread in first illustration, then fish motif in third one, which is inspired by the sceneries. Now here you can see some traditional motifs also, bale designs and all that, with the help of stem stitch as the outlining and other stitches as inner work. Now chikankari. Chikankari work is also known as Lucknowi embroidery, and it is a famous Uttar Pradesh embroidery. It is believed that this traditional artwork is introduced by Mughals, so there is also an influence on the motifs. Light colors are used in this embroidery with small floral prints. Nowadays, various types of tints are used in kantha work, and shades are also used. Earlier, the main kantha chikankari embroidery. Chikankari work is also known as Lucknowi embroidery, which is one of the famous Uttar Pradesh embroidery. It is also believed that the motifs, or you can say traditional work of this Lucknowi embroidery, was influenced by Mughals. Earlier, light colors and tints related to them, they were used in this embroidery with small floral and geometrical patterns. But nowadays, a number of shades are also used in Lucknowi embroidery. Shadow work is also one of the speciality of chikankari. Fabric used are muslin, organza, chiffon, georgette, and most of them are transparent fabric so that the back work can be visible. Now color used in Lucknowi embroidery, or we can say chikankari. White color or other color tints are used for fabrics as well as in threads. Earlier chikankari was done white on white, but now many colors are incorporated in this embroidery. Now stitches used. It is thought that almost 32 types of stitches are used in different types of chikankari. Long darning stitch, which is worked with 6 strands of threads from right side of the fabric. It is thought to be a basis for other stitches and ornamentation. Now Bakhiya, this is also called shadow work. This embroidery is done on wrong side of the cloth, and since the cloth is transparent, the work is visible from front side also, and it gives a very nice shadow effect. A transparent fabric is used in this work, as we have already discussed. Now hole is a type of eyelet stitch. A hole is made in the fabric and the warp and weft threads are made apart. It is oftenly used in center of flowers. Another stitch work used in Lucknowi embroidery is murri. Murri is a rice shaped stitch which is also called French knot. It is used to make rose flowers and other chikankari motifs. Jali work. In jali work, the threads are drawn apart and kept intact with the help of buttonhole stitch. In this work, thread is never drawn through the fabric. Instead, the work is done over the thread itself. Fanda. This is also a raised thread work like French knot, or you can say murri. Janjira, then Chanapatti, Kori, Dhania. They are also some of the examples of some chicken threads. Now here you can look at the illustrations of chikankari embroidery. First one, that is having a kari motif, and in third one also kari motif is there, and in second one you can say transparency of fabric. It is giving a very beautiful look with floral designs. Now Fulkari. Fulkari is a folk embroidery of Punjab, and the speciality is its geometrical floral designs. This embroidery is embroidered from wrong side of the cloth by counting the threads. But silk and twisted threads are used in Fulkari embroidery. It is thought that Fulkari is brought to India by migrant Jat people of Central Asia. Fulkari is also related to Sikh heritage. The stitch used is darning stitch with silken threads. Earlier in Haryana, Rohtak, Rewari, Panipat, they were center of Fulkari embroidery, but nowadays it has been disappeared from Haryana and it is visible only in Punjab. Colors used. There were bright shades of blue, yellow, golden color, red, green, etc. And fabric used was Khaddar fabric. And earlier it was homespun. जैसा कि आप सब जानते हैं कि हरियाणा में ये लुप्त हो चुकी है, परंतु आज भी जो पुरानी महिलाएं हैं उनके जो संदूक हैं उसमें आप काफी सारे जैसे डावटी के कपड़े के ऊपर उदाहरण देख सकते हैं फुलकारी के डिजाइन्स के। जो पुराने टाइम के दामन होते थे उनमें भी नीचे की तरफ फुलकारी की जाती थी। जो बेड कवर्स होते थे उनके बॉर्डर एरियाज में भी बहुत इंट्रिकेट पैटर्न फुलकारी के बनाए जाते थे। चौप. Chop was a type of fulkari which was gifted to the bride by the maternal side. Fulkari was used to decorate shawls, kurtis, odhnis, saris, etc. In fulkari, the background of the fabric is visible, whereas in case of bag, the entire surface is covered with intricate patterns of design. So that is the difference between fulkari and bag. Bag is a word which is inspired by garden. Gobi bag, Karela bag, Mirchi bag. These are some of the famous designs of bag embroidery. Now, chop traditional embroidery, it was done on both sides of the cloth. It was worn by bride and embroidered on red khaddar cloth with yellow thread. Generally, borders and four edges embroidered in chop, whereas in subhar, which was also worn by brides, a central motif and four motifs were woven on the corner. Again, we are going to differentiate between Fulkari and bag. In Fulkari, the background of the fabric is visible, whereas in bag, the entire surface is covered with intricate patterns of designs. Bag is a word which is inspired by garden, and again some examples are here. Now, types of Fulkari. Now, various types of bag are Bawan bag. In this Fulkari, 52 different pattern. They are used for decoration and it is very rare type of Fulkari. Varida bag, an orange reddish khaddar fabric is used with floral pattern of 3 to 4 small diamonds. Now, Surajmukhi, as the name indicates, this type of Fulkari is inspired by pattern of a sunflower. Now, Kodi bag. Small kodis, they are embroidered with white squares. They are quite symbolical. Now, Tilpatra. In this Fulkari, the work looks like spreading sesame seeds. It was thought to be a cheap product and used as a gift for servants. Now, Nilak. This Fulkari done on a red or black background using yellow or red threads. Ghungat bag. This embroidery is done at the triangular surface of the fabric which covers face or head. Again, in addition to these, there are so many other types of fulkaris and bags. So some of them we have discussed here. In next, mirror work, that also done with the help of grey, yellow, blue but threads. Now Pachranga Fulkari, 5 colors are used as the name indicate in Satranga. 7 colors are used in Meenakari. Gold and white put threads are used for decoration. In Darshan Dwar, Fulkari temple design that is used as an offering to God after fulfilling of some wish. In Thirma Fulkari, uh, the article was worn by elder women, widows, etc. Because it symbolized purity. So here are some pictures of Fulkari. You can look at the intricate patterns of Fulkari geometrical patterns. Now we will discuss Chamba embroidery. So as the name indicates, Chamba embroidery is from Chamba city, which is a place in Himachal Pradesh. Dohra taka that was used and long and short darning stitches. They were also used for the needlework. The motifs contain rituals of Pahari paintings, and most of the motifs are also based on Lord Krishna's stories from Ramayana, Mahabharata and Bhagavad Puran. Now situations of romance and that of Nayak Naika, Ragini, then Lord Vishnu and Goddess Lakshmi sitting in Padmasana, they are also visible in Chamba embroideries. Dancing motifs of Krishna and Gopis, they are also very famous in Chamba embroidery of Himachal Pradesh. Now the most famous colors are Persian blue, black, white, lemon yellow, parrot green, purple, brilliant pink. The most common color used, that was blue, and the work was carried out on white fabric. Fine muslin cloth was used to draw the scenes to be embroidered on Chamba Rumal. Now here are various illustrations of Chamba embroidery. As you can see, dancing ladies are here. Then Shri Krishna, so many designs are here related to God Krishna. Temple motif is also here. Now here are our long questions. Discuss in detail about Kantha embroidery. So various types of Kantha embroidery, stitches used in that, motifs you can discuss here. Why Kantha is called ragged work and what are the various types of Kantha stitches? So Kantha is called ragged work because earlier the ladies, they used to stitch together layers of ragged and used clothes to make quilts and some other articles. So it was quite best out of waste. That's why it is also called ragged work. Give a detailed description of folk embroidery of Punjab. So in Punjab embroidery, you can discuss about the geometrical pattern, then various types of motifs, then the color used, then various types of fulkari and bag. Name the different types of fulkari. So we have discussed in our notes about various types of fulkari. Give a detailed account of Chamba embroidery. So Chamba embroidery from Himachal Pradesh, and the place Chamba is there, and most of the motifs they are inspired by Shri Krishna in Ramayana, Puran, Mahabharata. Which embroidery is famous in Lucknow? Discuss in detail. So the embroidery which is famous in Lucknow is Lucknowi embroidery, which is also called chikankari. So you can again discuss here the motifs used in chikankari, then color. Most of the colors they are white or tints of some colors. Nowadays shades are also used, and you can also tell about the transparent fabric used in Lucknowi embroidery like muslin, then organza. So many Georgette and some other fabrics they are also used in Lucknowi embroidery like that of Arkandi. How you will differentiate between Bagh and Fulkari? As we have earlier discussed, in Bagh the pattern is very intricate and the background is not visible, but in case of Fulkari the background is visible. In Bagh, as the name indicates, most of the garden designs are there. Now here are our some of short questions. Which motifs are used in Kantha embroidery? So you can say about lotus, then Kalka design, that is also very famous, then fish designs and some other water related designs, they are also used in Kantha embroidery. Other than these bales designs, butas designs to make borders, they are also speciality of Kantha embroidery. Give an account of various types of Kantha work. So here you can tell about various types of kanthas like lap kantha, baton kantha, or kantha. So many we have discussed in our notes. Which embroidery is famous in Uttar Pradesh? So in Uttar Pradesh, the famous embroidery is chikankari, which is also called Lucknowi embroidery. And we all know that transparent fabric is taken in Lucknowi embroidery so that the shadow work or the work which is done at the back side, that is visible from the front one. What do you understand with Murli and Jali work? So in Murli work, uh, it is a raised type of work, rice like patterns. They be made on the fabric with the help of thread and needle. And in Jali work, we used to make apart the threads so that we can use buttonhole to tie the threads. Which patterns are used in Fulkari? So geometrical floral patterns, they are used in Fulkari. What is the difference between Bagh and Fulkari? So in Bagh, the background is not visible, but in case of Fulkari, it is visible. Give examples of various types of Bagh. So we have discussed. You can take help from there. What do you understand with Darshan Dwar? So in Darshan Dwar, the temple design is there. Chamba embroidery belongs to which state? So Chamba embroidery belongs to Himachal Pradesh. Which type of motifs are used in Chamba embroidery? In Chamba embroidery, motifs related to Shri Krishna, maybe from Mahabharata or Ramayana or Puran, they are taken. Then Ras Leela designs, they are also very common. Then Ratak Nratiki designs, Rag Ragini designs. So, in addition to these designs, floral prints, Bel Butta designs, then various types of traditional designs from Pahadi paintings, they are also intricately woven in Chamba embroidery. Which colors are used in Chamba embroidery? So we have discussed so many colors in Chamba embroidery, but the most famous is a blue color on the white background, which indicates color of Bhagwan Shri Krishna. So these are our short questions regarding the four types of embroideries. Now here are the references related to the topic. Now thanks for your kind consideration for this topic.